We are delighted to welcome into the studio the world's best teacher. She is Nancie Atwell. She's from Maine in the United States. She is officially that, and President Bill Clinton made the presentation to her. And you're taking classes in London as well.
I had a wonderful day at the Capital City Academy yesterday with a class of 12 and 13-year-olds. Very funny, lively, smart, engaged kids. It was a great morning.
Well, you can only be engaged if you've got a teacher that engages you, I suppose. What is your technique? What is your theory? What is your secret, Nancie?
My secret is that students need choice. I teach writing and reading, and they need to choose what they read, and they need to write about their own ideas. And the difference it makes, the quantity and the quality of their work, I think, is astonishing. Kids need authentic experiences as writers and readers, to write and read as we do. And that's how they become hooked and fluent as readers, and that's how they become, skillful writers.
But I think they also need someone to inspire them. You need to be contagious with them, or else they're not really going to get involved in this.
I need to act like a passionate writer and reader, like the most engaged grown-up in the room when it comes to loving literature and literacy, and talking about what it's done in my own life.
Do you think that teachers get very constrained? You might have noticed it when you were teaching in this country. They complain about being constrained by, government rules and regulations and the curriculum, and there's so many things that they have to do. Just sort of teaching for the love of it, it's very hard to do now.
In my country, it's become a real problem. Right now, there's a terrific problem with attracting and retaining teachers, because a lot of the autonomy and creativity has been stripped from the profession, because people are made to teach to what's called the Common Core curriculum. And in my field, which is literacy, it really hamstrings teachers in terms of meeting kids' needs and even acknowledging who kids are.
So do you have to be quite rebellious then and just say, I'm going to do this anyway?
I've always been quite rebellious, and sometimes it's gotten me into trouble, but most of the time, because my kids are so, skilled and enthusiastic, and they do well on all the tests, I'm redeemed by them.
How would your students describe you? Do you think they describe you more as a friend rather than a teacher? Someone
do you have a nickname,
them?
for instance?
Well, she wouldn't know.
I don't have a nickname, but I do have a look.
Oh.
And, it creates that bat squeak of fear that keeps them in line. I would not say they would call me a friend. It's definitely a nurturing relationship. Again, I'm the adult who knows some things, and I'm hoping they'll want to apprentice themselves to me. They'll want to know what I know.
You're like a good soccer coach or something, a football manager. There is that distance, really, at the end of the day. But I put it to you, see, this idea that you like children to read up to 40 books a year. It's nearly a book a week.
Well, that's what they do.
That's what they. No, they don't do. They don't.
No, you have to make
in the real world, Nancie. They do FIFA 2016. That's what they do.
Listen,
and they do Call of Duty and Active Valor, and they're far too busy on computer games to be bothering with reading books.
You see, the stories are so good that are available for kids right now. Again, for young adults, the range of novels is just amazing, and I feel like it's my superhero power, that I have these books that will pull them into the reading zone and keep them there. Well, they read because they want to find out what happens
Well, that is amazing.
next.
If you can do that, because the temptations of the modern world to prevent them doing that, and the distractions and the other ways to learn electronically, amazing that you can actually do that. Now, Gillian was pointing out to me earlier another amazing thing about you.
Truly amazing.
World's best teacher in the world is great. You get $1 million for being the best teacher in the world. But
what did you do with it?
Well, the Varkey Foundation, which sponsors the prize, very kindly paid it directly to my school. So it comes in $100,000 a year increments over a decade, and it'll help my school tremendously over the next decade.
So that's a roundabout way of saying that you gave it all away.
I gave it to the school.
Gave it all away.
But we have 2 new boilers. Gillian, we got new carpet.
Value for money.
Yes, the roof was fixed, and we got a have enough
That's
books.
so generous.
Could you do the look? You said you've got a scary look.
You ready?
Do the look to me and Gillian.
Oh,
Yeah.
my knees are trembling. Oh dear.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, the fact that, you know, you may be inspirational, and it's absolutely, you obviously have a tremendous skill, because it is such a noble profession. It is so, so important in all of our lives. We've all had to have a teacher, so it affects all of our lives. But the thing about you is, I would think, well, here comes Miss Atwell. She's all right, she's very good, but you know there's homework coming with her. There's homework. Do you know what I mean? You just sort of dread. There's work. There's work to do. You
Guaranteed.
just
Homework's
can't
good for
sail
the
through your
soul.
class because you want written evidence that you've read this book.
I have high expectations,
Oh,
but
gosh.
again, they're intrigued by what they're doing, and so it's a good balance. You know, they want to work hard because they think it matters. They think their own writing matters. They think, you know, to read Hamlet and understand what's going on there.
And Nancie,
it's a
just
big deal.
finally, I mean, we're great fans of teachers. We do think it matters. Sometimes teachers feel very undervalued in our society. They feel that, Jackie was talking about, a lot of political interference, pay scales are being affected, all sorts of things. They don't feel valued. What would you say to any teachers or aspiring teachers who are watching?
I think hang in there, and I also always advise teachers there's a lot that can be done without asking for permission. You know, to close one's door and say, I want to have authentic relationships with you around ideas and skills that matter, and experiment, I think, you know, thoughtfully, maybe under the wire a little bit. My methods have always been controversial, but I've always figured out a way to do, at least most of the time, what I think is the right thing to do.
Keep on doing the right thing, Nancie.
Thanks.
You're a great inspiration, and congratulations
Thank
on
you.
being the world's best
What a
teacher.
title.
What a title, what a title. We've also got the world's best weather forecast.